Good morning, adventure travellers. Sunday morning, we are in the town centre of Donegal. Just had a quiet one last night, had a meal at the hotel bar. There are the bikes over there with a couple of others to join them in the front. Here's the town square. We're on a big roundabout in the middle. The good news is, as you can see, it's not raining. The bad news is it definitely will. Look at that sky. I think it's going to be pretty windy out there as well, which is probably worse than the rain, to be honest with you. But enough moaning, let's get on the road and we are off to Galway. Goodbye Donegal, bring on Galway. Okay, the first town we're riding through is Sligo. The boots, the gloves and the helmet is damp from yesterday, but they're not soaking wet, so that's a bonus. It's pretty windy this morning. I don't know if you can see the trees blowing there, but it's not quite as bad as yesterday. So if it stays like this, I'll be a happy man. Stay tuned. I know on screen it might seem that the conditions are okay, the sun's even out a bit, but I just got blown into the middle of the road by a massive gust of wind and the car coming towards me wasn't slowing down. If the wind had kept going, would have been a massive head on. Oh my god, that was so close, so close. I think that was more dangerous than anything that happened in India. So it can happen anywhere, anytime. You just never know. But we keep on riding. Being in the countryside with the windbreakers, hedging and trees on the side of the road, oh my god, it's glorious. Not being thrashed around by the wind. Oh god. Anybody out there, don't come motorcycling in Ireland in September. Whoo! I mean, it's still pretty when it's not raining, but the wind is insane. Anyway, there's a bit of respite from the wind and it's not raining, so I will take as many minutes of this as I can get. Still got a long way to go before we get to Galway, so hang on to your seats. Okay, we're back to where we were yesterday, pissing with rain and windy as hell. Fogging up the screen. God damn, it's gonna be a long day. Here's Steve-o. What are you thinking? You're thinking the scenic route or just stay on this? This road's alright. Yeah, okay. 24 minutes. And what's the next one after Ballina?
Castlebar. Let's have a drink in the castle. Let's imagine the beer in the castle. Castlebar.
Okay. What's it called? Castlebar. Castlebar. Okay, yeah, we'll stop there for a break, yeah? Oh, it's nasty. Jesus, this wind. F*** me. Steady as she goes. Ah, those windbreak trees are nice. It officially stops being fun when you get cold. And the cold starts when your boots get full of water and you get cold feet and then you get cold hands. and I am cold. It's about 11:30 and I've still got another 4 or 5 hours on the bike, so it's going to be a bit of a shithouse afternoon, but that's what you sign up for. At least the wind's not blowing too hard at this current time. So we've just stopped for a bit of lunch in a place called Castlebar, and went to a shoe shop to see if I could get some look at this get up, see if I could get some glue for my boots to stop the water coming in. Anyway, long story short, the two lovely women who we had many jokes with in the shoe shop said the last 2 days weather have been the worst this year, so couldn't have timed it better. I mean, couldn't have timed it worse to ride through this part of Ireland in the last 2 days. Back on the road. Well, when we were having lunch, it started to clear up and lulled us into a false sense of security, because as soon as we started gearing up to get back on the bike, it started hosing down again. Oh boy. Anyway, we're going via a place called Cong, which I think has got a castle in it, and it's Cong as in Hong Kong, but with a C instead of a K. Let's go to Cong. Alrighty, there is Ashford Castle. I think there's a hotel and country estate. Very nice. The Irish do castles as good as anyone else. But unfortunately, it's a bit outside my budget. Anyway, welcome to the historical village of Cong. Let's go check it out. Look at this beautiful entranceway. These walls, they'll be the walls around the castle. Keep the peasants out. Bloody peasants. Now, where's that other peasant, Steve McHugh? Caution, runaway system ahead. So if this place had a king, would he be King Kong? Where the hell is Steve? Where are you, Stephen? There's a man with his woman. There's an old castle up there. Ah, there's Steve down there. He's found a pub or a cafe. Good man. McHugh's Cafe. Did you know this was here? Ah. Whoop. Perfect. Steve McHugh of the Cafe McHugh. Right across from the dead centre of Cong. Alrighty, had a nice cup of coffee at Cong, and the sun has come out to play. For how long? Who knows? Probably not very long, but anyway, we're not far from Galway now. I met some Scottish guys at the cafe and they said there's a big storm coming up from the south, so don't get too excited about a little bit of sunshine. But having said that, just take it day by day. Might be shitty tomorrow, might be sunny tomorrow, you just don't know. Look at that beautiful countryside. Anyway, we'll just get up tomorrow, stick your head out the window and see what's on offer. Talk to you soon. And just like that, it started raining again. Here we are in the backyard of Steve's cousins. 1 minute it's sunny, next minute it's raining. It is what it is. Let's get inside Good morning, adventure travellers, and good morning from Headford, just half an hour north of Galway. We've been staying at Steve's cousin. Here we are in her back garden, and unfortunately it's probably one of the worst starts to the day that I've had. It's not heaving down, but it's raining, and it's probably going to get worse. We were going to head straight to Cork, then we decided no, we'll go further south and do the Ring of Kerry, which is probably a bad idea, but we booked accommodation, so another couple of days in the rain before we get to Cork and have some time off the bike. There's Steve idling away in the background. He's just saying his goodbyes. I'm all packed up, ready to go, and that is the sky today. Anyway, steady as she goes. After the little scare yesterday of almost being blown into oncoming traffic, just been taking it easy, but it's a long way, and my boots are filling up with water, so now no doubt in an hour or so my feet will be completely wet, but that's just how it goes. Stop moaning, get on the road and get going. All right, you're right there, mate. Yeah, easing it out, and we are off to Dingle, off through the lovely garden. This bit's a bit slippery, you got to be careful. Almost dropped the bike here yesterday afternoon. Whee! Up and away! Alrighty, the weather's been pretty consistent over the last half an hour or so, so I think this is going to be the longest, wettest day, certainly of the last 3 months, but maybe of the whole ride actually. I don't know. It's hard to remember the last, all of the last year and a half, but anyway, the feet are slowly getting wetter and the hands are slowly getting colder. We've got a bit of motorway here at the beginning, but I'm sure we'll get some nice country roads soon enough. I'll see you then. Alrighty, we are in the country lanes, and the good news is it stopped raining for now. It's still pretty windy, and as we get closer to the coast, it's probably going to get windier. But anyway, the best thing to do is just use a bit of an artistic license and imagine yourself on these roads on a beautiful sunny day, enjoying the Emerald Isle and soaking it all up. And even though my hands and my feet are completely soaked, still having a good time. Just stopping halfway up Corkscrew Hill, and beautiful green view of Ireland. Look at that, all the way down to the water. There's the sea in the distance. Well, it's great that it's not raining, so let's push on. Oh boy, look at this angry sea, and this wind is hectic. Man, I'm going down the coast for the next half an hour, and maybe I should go inland, get away from this wind. Anyway, let's get back on the road. And the sun has made an appearance. There it is, over there a bit. I can't turn my head too much because this wind is insane. I know you can't really tell, but it needs 100% concentration. Anyway, Just thought I would show you some sunshine because I didn't think we were going to see any today. Oh, it's glorious. Even the cows are huddling together out of the wind. Well, don't think the sun is going to be around for too long, so I'm just going to soak it up while I can. Talk to you later. Well, look at that. What's that? A power station, I guess. Who knows? Looks like some cranes there, some container ship. Anyway, we need to jump on a ferry just to go across the inlet for the next bit of the trip. And we've got some wind turbines and some sort of a power station, I guess. There goes Steve-O! He loves to go fast, old Steve. And here we are at the ferry turn-off. Let's queue up. Let's get in the queue. The far queue. Old Steve's jumping the queue, is he? And we are on the short ferry crossing. It's I think it's about 2 kilometres from one side to the next. There's the bikes down there. There's a Suzuki. Woo! It's windy up here. That's where we're going over there. Weather doesn't look any better over there. Yeah, it looks positively nasty in that direction. Whoa, the old ferry's going from side to side a bit. Had a bit of a shower, but it stopped now. I'm sure it'll start up again. And here we are at the dock of the bay. If you want to know more about the ride from New Zealand to Ireland, go to twowheelstoeverywhere.com. If you'd like to know more about the IHC, who look after the intellectually disabled community in New Zealand, you can go to ihc.org.nz. And here we are. Let's go. And we are back on terra firma. Woohoo! Fabulous. 1 hour 34 to Dingle. Last week of the ride. Wow, how many weeks in total? 77 weeks. This is week number 77. Woohoo! Unreal. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, please share it with family and friends. Hit me up with some comments if you'd like some more info on the ride. And we are on the way to Dingle. Let's go! An Irish windmill in front of the Irish hills. The beautiful Irish sun. Oh, we've got a sign for Murphy's. Bit of a change from the Guinness sign. Here we are, some hills or mountains on the Emerald Isle. Look at this. Bit of sunshine makes the world of difference. Wow, look at that. All seasons in one day. Man. Well, it started off as a shipbox, but we are up in the hills, and look at that beautiful view. And some hills over there. There's Steve-O. Alright, let's crack on. And over the hill into the valley. Sea on one side, valley on the other. Whew. And there's the cute little town of Dingle up ahead. A lot of clouds on the hills on this side, sunny on the other side. Here it is, the hideout hostel. Here we are. Here we are in the back streets of Dingle. If anyone can find the dodgy back streets, it's me. But look at these colourful flats, very nice. Hopefully the old hideout hostel inside is nice as well. And here we are in the hideout hostel. She's pretty cosy. I'm pretty jammed in here. But anyway, it's nice and dry, and there's a pub down the road, and hopefully there's some cold beer and some hot food in there. The other good news is I've managed to dry out my boots, which is no mean feat. But it's amazing what you can do with the right hairdryer that doesn't overheat. Anyway, time for a shower. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it the big thumbs up.